Hello and happy Thursday. It is November 4th, 2021. This coming Sunday at Christ Church is All Saints Sunday. And then we will remember all the saints who have gone before, and we will remember all those in our lives who have gone before us in faith as well. Two big things that are happening this Sunday that I wanted you to hear directly from me about. The first is an invitation to our intergenerational event at about 9 o'clock in the nave. We'll have our 8:30 service will be our children's liturgy, so it's a slightly shorter service than normal, and then we will go right into our intergenerational event about 5 minutes after that is done. And we're going to be talking about saints, and we're going to be doing some fun things around what saints are and who some saints are, both big saints you may have heard of and maybe other saints you haven't, and maybe even some people from Christ Church's history who we might want to consider as saints also. The other thing is that this week we will be reintroducing wine into communion. We've had bread only since July of 2020, and so we will be reintroducing wine. Bishop Skirving changed the policy on that a few weeks ago, and we needed some ramp up time to be able to train our Eucharistic ministers and to be able to get everyone on board and up to speed on what that will be. So we did a little recording of the practice with the Eucharistic ministers as they are coming forward. You can see that they'll receive the bread where we have normally received the bread, and then there will be a table on either side of the baptismal font in front of the pulpit and in front of the lectern, where there will be little cups, and there won't be very much wine in each cup, but there'll be enough to take a sip like you would have out of the chalice. There'll be enough also, and the cups are big enough if you are a intinctor, if you're one who prefers to dip the wafer just to have it touch the wine, you can do that and still consume it. There'll be a bowl at the end of each table for you to leave your cup before you go back to your seat, which we do ask that you not take the cup back to your seat. You may also decide you're not ready to receive the wine as part of communion, and that is okay as well. Receiving the bread only is to receive communion in full. So some people prefer to receive the wine, others will be okay not receiving the wine. If you are unable to come forward for communion, we will be glad to bring communion to you as we always do. The Eucharistic minister will join me or Deacon Lisa as we bring it forward to you. You'll consume the wine, and then the Eucharistic minister will bring the cup back to the receptacle. And then also the cups are compostable. So they are, you can take them home. I mean, you can take some home with you at the end of the service, add them to a compost pile. You can pour the wine into your yard or somewhere else that, as long as it's not just down the drain, you can pour that out and then use the cups for fire starter. They're burnable, so if you have a fire pit or a fireplace, it's a great way to return those things. When in our tradition, in our theology, part of our beliefs is that when we have consecrated something to God, we don't just throw it away. We don't just put it in a landfill or toss it out with the regular trash. We have a more sacred way of returning those things. So part of it, we either return it back to God and return it back to nature, so we can pour things into the ground or bury them, or we burn them up. And so those are the two options that we will have with those cups. You can take them home and compost them, or you can have some for a fire starter. And if you don't take them, I will. No big deal. So that's it. That's it's not a Thursday thought this week. We'll release one later today, maybe, or maybe even delayed until Friday. Have a special conversation planned. But that's it. That's a little video update from the Rector about what's coming up this weekend at Christ Church. We have the the intergenerational event at 9 o'clock, and then we will resume using wine at our liturgies in place at the place of communion. Have a great day, and look forward to seeing you Sunday.